need 3 more talismans to defeat the ancient dragon.
Alright, so I'm back. And by I'm back, I mean like not like we're back streaming. I mean like I'm back from being sick. And taking a bit of a break. I'm still a little congested, so if I clear my throats or sniffle or snort, you know, I can only help it so much. But we'll probably try to beat Dragon's Crown.
The inside of the cave connects to a fissure on the coastline. It seems large enough to contain another ocean. Sailors dread
pressing the wrong one.
this area. There are myriad tales of ships disappearing here.
If you can't tell from the title of the stream and probably title of the VOD that gets uploaded, playing Dragon's Crown is the one show I was waiting for Netflix to release. Dungeon Meshi, which now I know the real name instead of just vaguely remembering it. It's Dungeons, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Released. Only the first episode though, so they're doing it like, you know, normal show style. So I was ready, man. I was so ready to drop my Netflix subscription. But we're going to be stuck in there for probably 8 to 12 weeks. And I would assume not longer.
A beautiful voice in the sea. She wandered into these shallow waters. Which path will you
We had to, I guess, talk a little bit about Dungeon Meshi. It was really good. I really liked it.
lurks in the cave.
I think that show is probably going to be one of my favorites. And that's not just because it's Studio Trigger. I mean, that heavily weighs into it, but that just shows how quality they are. But I was watching, I'm like, man, this is... I mean, it's very Dungeons and Dragons like. Even though I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons, I'm aware of the systems and how it kind of gives that feel.
Yes.
I'm like, man, this reminded me a lot about Dragon's Crown. I don't know why I said about there, but whatever. We still got to get used to talking again. Talking to nobody.
Outstanding. It's my turn. Done. Oh, I see that.
And I looked it up and I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, they're too similar. I'm like, there's no way Dragon's Crown is a ripoff. And Dragon's Crown actually came out 1 year before Dungeon Meshi started.
The stranded ship starts moving.
I mean, so it's possible that they are inspired from one another. It has to be the torch. Slightly annoying.
The tentacles grasp hold of the mast. If this continues, the ship will capsize.
What do you mean you grabbed? Okay, that had nothing to do with it. I think it's just we had to hit him.
The ship is capsizing.
I thought we had to use the cannonball specifically.
You swim
I don't
to
think I've
shallow
ever
water
completed
to
that one.
avoid drowning.
Or if I have,
You saw the Kraken go into this
you know,
cave.
it's not
Now
live. It was probably the first time I played this game. When it first came out, 2013. 2012. Yeah, there was only a 1-year difference between this and Dungeon Meshi. And I don't know if the guy or whoever who writes and draws Dungeon Meshi like did any interviews. Like, yeah, Dragon's Crown. I haven't looked into it that much. I only first heard about the series since the initial anime trailer dropped. Hey Ika, Happy New Year. Sorry I've been not here. Really anywhere.
You inch
For the past
closer to the
almost 2
Kraken's
weeks.
lair. The Kraken has wrapped its tentacles around stalactites and is trying to destroy the cave.
But I was not in a hurry to come back. I'm also not paying attention to my health, apparently. I was playing this the other night to kind of get warmed back up into it. I was not having this much trouble. I wonder if it's because I got like food buff. Please don't tell me we're gaming over. Oh my, I think that's the first game over I've ever had in my life. Oh, I'm getting those. First day back, we're already back to bots. Sensational. Not only are you blocked,
You strike a death blow to
also
the Kraken that has
banned.
been terrorizing the sea. Many sailors will certainly raise a toast
Not
in
a
your
great
honor once word of your victory gets out.
first game.
At sundown, you and your party gather
I'm shocked I
around the
gamed over.
campfire.
I played it for a couple hours.
For you will need
Did
to
not
be
happen
prepared
at
for the
all
day
on
ahead.
my own.
Oh, yeah.
I also learned, like,
Yum.
you do not have to stir things to have them fully cook.
This is great.
So I was, like, cooking incredibly bad.
Why is this so good?
The one thing I actually put seasoning on.
Can I have more? I want more. Mmm. Seconds.
You're cutting it real close. Yeah, just watching the show made me want to play Dragon's Crown again.
This is great.
After your
It'll
meal,
probably just
you
be
lay
this
down to
one
rest.
chunk today. We're not getting any of the levels we
Orc
need
army presently
the B path
controls
for.
Bulberon, the underground fortress built into the canyon. The king's army has been mounting a fierce offensive to try and reclaim the fortress.
So I don't know how long this is going to be. But I guess I should talk about New Year's, how that stream ended up not happening. Because I got sick after 27th. I think if you watch the last Sekiro, I'm like, man, I think it feels like I'm getting sick, but I don't know if I'm getting sick. I got sick. Hello?
Come at me.
That game gave me dragon rot.
You step into the enemy kitchen.
And I didn't think I was going to be sick for as long. I mean, I wasn't sick for that long, but it was just like the post-sick congestion that was like, no, I don't want to stream. No, I don't want to stream. I'm not streaming like this.
Gargoyle gate is suffering many casualties. You decide to join in the skirmish and support the king's army's attempt to break through the gate.
Outstanding.
This is not going to help us. And I'm still not 100%, but I at least sound normal. And, you know, not so stuffed up. Still a little bit. Probably like another week or so. We'll be back to the usual. But yeah, I did not do the New Year's art stream that I was hoping to do. Which in a weird way I think is actually okay. Because I did, you know, use the time that I was not streaming to kind of test the waters of where we're at in terms of drawing. And I realized I did not really... Where I was practicing and studying pretty much the fundamentals, I was not practicing, you know, stylized, like, anime drawing.
It's my turn. Done.
Enemies.
So we're not looking as good as I think. I mean, it's definitely better, but I kind of lost a bit of like, how do I not... with the new way of drawing, I've kind of forgotten, like, how does this look again? Or how do I put this there? Or...
What?
You know, just the generic stuff of like not following the rules, or not like not following the rules, but like how to bend them. So doing that live was probably not a good idea. So I kind of lucked out on a stream that was not only going to not perform well anyway, because we're me. But it was just gonna be like, wow, I don't know how to do this anymore. So that's probably sealed the deal on no art streams for the foreseeable future, which I think is fine because I'm not trying to build the channel on art streams.
Enemies.
But we definitely draw better. By we, I mean me. It's just that finished product that we kind of have to work on.
Step into the bloody chaos,
Which is
where
the goal of the
both
year.
armies are exchanging
Oh, I don't have any
blows
healing.
and cannon fire.
I do, but I didn't have any food.
Come at me.
So I'm not expecting the next kind of finished art pieces, which I'm not going to start with anything big. We're going to start with something small. Test the waters and see how it does. And then I'll give myself like a bit of a buffer. I'm not just going to be like, oh, well, the one didn't do well. Well, we're dusted. We're back to the drawing board. Like, I'll give myself a bit of a buffer on how many I'll do, and then we'll see how like we're feeling about. Is it actually bringing people to the channel and the account, or is it just? Is it going and dying, and are we just, you know, getting? You know, we're not getting any return on our investments. I don't know what to do here. The skeleton key was maybe a little obvious. Maybe not. I knew it was a K, but I'm like, what? I'm like, what the heck could a K mean? But I do want to do some animation as well. Like I've honestly been thinking a lot about what I want to do, and I think the New Year stream was supposed to be that a little bit, a bit of like sketch prep, not for like anything finished, but to kind of, you know, get an idea and to sort of run with it.
A gate this solid cannot be destroyed without a massive cannon. Use the king's army's cannon to breach
And you know, that didn't end up happening, so I've kind of, we're about a week behind on where I want to be.
Oh, I can do that. Outstanding.
Yeah, I definitely want to spruce up some of the channel assets a little bit. And yeah, add some animations and, you know, actually use my animated emote slots, which I've not neglected. I just did not want to do them because it's a lot of work for something that no one's ever going to see, essentially. They're cannonballs.
They are targeting the cannon. Kill off the enemy.
I thought they were bombs.
Cracks forming in the venerable gargoyle gate.
It's been a while. I don't know when we last played Dragon's Crown, but it was not recent.
destroyed. But don't despair. The king's army is readying a new.
Hopefully our next level is one that, like, we need.
The soldiers of the king's army praise you and your team for conquering an important gate of the underground fortress. The fight will continue.
We're getting good treasure though, but we are at the level cap. I did play. Oh, does it go in order? I thought it was random.
In the catacombs, stark white bones are strewn about the ground as far as the eye can see. The sheer number
Yeah,
of the
animated
deceased
emotes I'm
is the
thinking
only
about.
indication
I don't really know what
of
they're gonna
this
look
area's
like.
former prosperity.
I want to redo the emotes that I have because I kind of just threw them together just to have them done. But you know, I want to at least have something like good. Even if like posting them on Twitter is at least good enough. I guess we can get a restock on our healing potions.
Outstanding.
A strange night. The night. Which path will you take?
The vampires. I think I have a quest for the vampires. Just beat them in 2 minutes. Yeah, let's maybe pick a different bag. Maybe that's why I was like getting killed. Maybe that equipment's not great.
Called the Castle of the Dead. In olden times, whenever a girl disappeared, the locals would say she'd been called to the Castle of the Dead.
So that's something I want to do. Yeah, just other animations. Still not really thinking I'm gonna change the stream alerts or anything. If I did, I would just maybe make them look a little different. But I'm not really looking at like doing the whole like big alert thing. I'm gonna keep the stream to the minimalist look. Probably forever. I don't think I'm ever looking to go back to a stream overlay.
Outstanding. Oh my.
So stream isn't gonna look any different, and I'm definitely not planning a new model or anything. Oh, that would have been nice to use a little bit earlier.
It's my turn. Simple. Oh, I can do that.
Enemies.
Outstanding.
There's something else. I'm definitely missing something else.
Let's see.
Stream. Oh, model. Oh. Yeah, and pretty much just there's gonna be a
Oh, yes.
not like an increased focus, but kind of prioritize just the person that I am. I.e., I'm just gonna focus on myself.
You must protect her now.
I'm not really gonna be looking to air quotes network anymore. I think I've made it pretty clear my stance on networking as a zero viewer Andy, and how it just doesn't exist. So I mean, there weren't that many collabs last year, but like there's not even, don't expect any. Don't expect any. If anything that I've, you know, inquired about in the past gets chased up on,
It's my turn. Voila.
I'd say it's like 50-50 at this point. But I don't expect a response.
You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
And it's not even like a time thing, it's just I don't expect a follow-up on it. I just don't.
Enemies.
And I'm not chasing up it. I'm more than happy to leave every DM at, you know, awaiting response. And that's how it's gonna be. From now until probably I'm dust.
I got it. Done. Oh my.
Come at me.
Whoops. Yeah, so that's just, and that's not me just being like, well, I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it. I mean, it partly is, but I don't want to do it because I did do it and I know what the end result's going to be. It was like a 100% fail rate on setting up collabs last year. And not even like collabs like for streams, just like even getting like a response on like messages. And not too thrilled with the way that went. And I've talked about, you know, at least one of the interactions, it was my fault. Everything else, I am not taking any responsibility for.
I got it. Simple.
The vampire smirks and flies away. You saved a village girl. You must protect her now.
You.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
And yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna be focusing on the channel stuff
Enemies.
and just, you know, the stuff that I like and that I want to contribute to. and that's it. That's gonna be the art for the year, and streams. So it's gonna be pretty much just game streams.
If she's bitten by the others, she will become a vampire as well.
And I don't think we'll get to Mario RPG today. We are definitely going to be playing Sekiro again. Well, I guess it kind of depends on how long Dragon's Crown wants to last. I knew I had a quest for that.
They are now vampires attacking
Picked
other
that up
people.
last night.
You utter a silent prayer, hoping that you have slain the last
My
vampire
tea's already cold.
and leave the ruins.
I know, not coffee. What a shock.
Many things lie within the ruins of the old Elysian temple. Some quiescent, some far less so. An ancient dragon, spoken of in myths, is said to have destroyed the Elysian civilization in one night.
Yeah, there'll just be a few. There's really only like 3.5 people that I would probably accept like collaborations from going forward. I'm not interested in just putting myself out there just to, you know, get probably the fair response.
By the time you arrive,
Like, we are playing the numbers game, and we're the biggest loser at it. And pretty much most people are playing the numbers game, even if they won't admit it. And we just have to bring something to the table. I think that was actually something else I wanted to talk about, because I've definitely have seen, you know, a handful of people, you know, take a step back, which I know why. And this is like smaller creators. Because I think we kind of had that realization a while ago. And I guess it depends on how hard it hits, or how maybe long we've been here. You know, we're aware we're not good enough. The problem is, are we willing to put in the time and the effort to get good and not expect any results until we reach that point?
Oh my.
And I've kind of made my choice, which is yes, which is why, you know, there's not really been any kind of art, or really any kind of like edited content. That's kind of just stopped. Just because, you know, I'm prioritizing something that I actually would like to get good at, and I do see actually, like, you know, helping the channel in a way that, you know, is not. It is still very competitive in terms of like how good you have to be to, you know, build an audience. But it's not like, I think it's easier to be noticed as a good artist than it is like on YouTube trying to get noticed by the system with a good video, if that makes sense. because it's quick. Like, you know, I'm not just talking like posting on Twitter or whatever, but like, you know, even just posting on like subreddits and stuff, like just you know, a piece of art, you know, people click it, they like it, and maybe they'll want more.
You and your party gather around the campfire.
Rather than like a 10 to 20 minute long video that maybe most people don't have time for.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't even fully cooked. Screwed up. Yeah, I picked a lot of stuff with the same cook time. Yeah, whoops. My bad. Okay, apparently this cooks way faster than I thought it did. Oops. Not doing too good on the cooking this time. But I mean, I kind of just learned how to cook last night. I'm like, you know what? I wonder if there's any videos on the cooking in this game. And there actually are, and I was doing it so wrong. Like, I thought you had to stir to cook the food perfectly. You absolutely do not. You can just let it sit, and it'll tell you when it's like perfectly cooked. Yeah, it does go in order. Okay. So we need the B route for the next 3 stages after this one. We can fight the last guy, and essentially we're done.
It's my turn. Done. Yes. Voila.
The trap was sprung, and the door magically closed fast.
Double score.
Slime creatures are weak against fire.
Got none. We've got none score.
Great effect.
That was kind of a waste.
The clink of metal hitting the ground can be heard. You obtain a magic key to open the door.
Yeah, just gonna be a lot of just self-improvement. Worst case scenario is we're still not good enough to find success. Even at the minutest of level. Which is we end the year still at 0 viewer average.
Oh my.
Suddenly, a rodent. He says, "Which path will you take?"
And honestly, the main goal is just to not end the year there.
Through this hall.
So our bar is extremely low. The problem is I'm the only person who can really, you know, not control, but put in the effort to achieve that outcome. Which is very scary because, you know, I'd like to start making money doing this. And I'm not talking about a livable amount. I'm just talking the ability to see some kind of benefit and not have to work at McDonald's the rest of my life.
Enemies.
Because I have no skills.
Oh yeah.
And is that enough of a fire?
What?
I do know the pattern now. That was one of the quests I wanted to do last night.
Let's see. Voila.
Because the laboratory was
And I wish I could,
being
honestly, I
used
wish I could just take a break, or I wish I could just have it easy. No joke. I really do. I'm just like, man, I wish I could just not do this today. And like I said, like around December, I was really feeling the burnout on the art grind. And I didn't even stop when I was sick. I did limit it. I was like, if I can do half of what I usually could while I, you know, I'm breathing through my mouth
Outstanding.
and I can't really talk, and I'm just drinking tea and honey, I'll be happy. And if it took me all day to even do half as much as, you know, something that I could do within an hour, it took all day, I didn't mind. But I did catch up on some sleep, which is good, because obviously you need sleep to live. And I need to change up the grind a little bit.
Oh, I can do that.
Dude, poison is horrible.
Voila. Filthy Luca. Oh, I can do that.
But now that I'm streaming again, you know, we're back to the usual grind of wake up, get some grind out of the way in the morning, go live, then we'll probably end up chopping up the VOD, get some thumbnails made, and then back to studying. I would really like to finish constructive anatomy. I have like 30 pages left still, which is like not still about the same as the last time I brought it up. Because I just haven't been going through it as much, because I'm at a point in the book where it's like really not helping me. And not in the sense that it's not useful information, but like it's not really the construction part that it's showing anymore. It's more like it's not great. Like there's a section on the nose, and the way I kind of learned how to draw the nose is from Michael Hampton. Or Hampton. I keep saying Hampton. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I can't talk. That's the way I kind of learned how to, you know, put it together. And it just does not match up with how Bridgman kind of just draws. And obviously, you know, this is a book, you know, with other guys' drawings in it. It's not like he's breaking down like actual anatomy with like shapes and form. It's just like, you know, it's his understanding of, you know, how muscles and bones are kind of connected. And when it's like that stuff, it's like pretty helpful. But this is just is kind of him very like kind of briefly going over like, look, here it is. And it's like, this does not help me. It's like, oh, this, you know, there's 3 sections. And it's like, what?
The grubs are turning into cocoons. You must destroy the cocoons before they hatch into bees.
And I've thought about, you know, maybe I can just skip this section. I don't want to skip any section, just in case. But I've had it with that book. I still think there's some useful resources in it, but it's tough.
You exterminated the aberrant doom beetle colony. The mutant fungi spores were being spread by the doom beetles. Now the spores will be contained.
Okay, this is when we have to do a B route, right? Yes, it is.
In the age of the gods, mankind built a giant tower in a sacred place in an attempt to reach the world of the gods. That arrogance angered the gods, and it is said that the entire city was leveled.
They're here. Enemies.
I got it. Oh yeah.
I don't know why I'm so concerned about score. We're at the level cap. We can't level up anymore.
They're here.
You meet
Yeah,
a
we were
female
dropping some
warrior,
frames.
A ritual. Which path will you?
Okay, this is probably the last level we can do with this weapon.
You decide to stop the threat at the source by crushing the ritual. The demon realm's breaching of the human realm is causing an earthquake, and the ruins are crumbling.
Nice. Leave. Just leave. Yeah, internet was really bad, not only like at the start. I had to restart stream because there was no upload speed. Now it's kind of it's there, but we're having a dip right now. We're getting throttled. Oh, the skeleton key. Okay, we know that one.
Likely being used as part of the ritual.
Oof, yeah, it's really bad right now. Sorry, there's not really anything I can do about it. I did as much as I could literally before the stream even started.
Oh my. Ow! That really hurts. Oh, I can do that. I got
Die.
it. Simple.
Okay.
Yes. Done.
Oops.
You accidentally touched the magic circle and have been transported to the demon realm.
Get in. That not what I was supposed to do? Pretty sure it is, because like I know the boss is like right around the corner.
They're here.
Still collecting everything. I've just got it in me to collect everything.
The Demon King is still struggling to break free from his bindings. With his power sealed, you may still be able to banish the Demon King. The Demon King shouts bitter invectives at you until judgment has been rendered upon it once again.
Oh, was that not the boss? I thought that was the boss.
What?
Glad I didn't use any war paint though. That's a plus. Yeah, sorry we're dropping frames right now. Hopefully it stops before we get to Sekiro, and if it doesn't, I might have to end stream and then come back
They're here.
and do like a better reset, which doesn't really make sense why that would help, but I did reset the router last night and it didn't help. In fact, it was really bad. It was as bad as it could have been this morning.
Oh, I can do that.
Unfortunately, the next highest ranking demon then appeared, hot on your heels.
I can't stop getting grabbed. I can't. Okay. Yeah, he is pretty tough. These last couple ones are the reason why I think I stopped playing. 'Cause we basically need to reach a ability of damage. Also, our weapon broke halfway through. I was hoping it would last a little bit longer. It did not. So it could have gone better. So when we get to our path split here, we'll have to pick a different inventory. Yeah, you have to beat those guys within a certain amount of time, or the game just says like, hey, you know, by random chance, you survived. Bye. And you beat the level and you don't get the jewel.
Enemies.
I got it. Oh yeah.
We do have 9 lives. I'm not too concerned about dying now, but really, it's not the dying part that's a problem. It's the damage part that's a problem.
Tomet is surprised. The red dragon. Which path will you take?
This one is almost broken. I think we take this one.
The area
I did update some of these, so I think the weapon here is actually pretty good.
Reverberates throughout. When you're ready, move forth. The red dragon is nigh.
It's my turn. Voila. Outstanding. Oh my. Oh, I can do that.
Oh wow, an extra life. Thank you.
Oh yes. Done.
I mean, do you fight him here? I can't remember.
I got it.
I think if we leave,
Simple.
the level just ends, right?
The red dragon has awoken from its slumber.
What?
The room is small, and fighting here puts you at a disadvantage. You can escape via the door on the right.
See, this is the kind of damage I was hoping for on the last guy. I knew that was happening, but I forgot we don't have a healing potion on this layout. I checked right before we picked it. I was looking at the weapon, but and his hops, you know, create a big shockwave. And the rocks, I think they're just random. And they're just killing us. Where's my weapon? Like, do I just block? Don't know. Cause like I'm really they just fall directly on me. We're almost there. Come on. I can't believe he's on Magic Pixel. Game really did that to me. Dude, my internet is so bad right now. That's also something I can't improve, is the internet.
The strongest creature known to man. Your name will command respect for all time.
Is I can't change ISP.
Sundown, you and your party gather around the campfire. Eat well, for you will need to be prepared for the day ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Gelatinous worm soup.
Great.
When did we fight a worm?
Seconds. Why is this so good? This is great. I want more. Whew.
Okay.
After your meal, you lay down to rest. Another dangerous
Was not
mission
expecting to get
awaits you tomorrow.
a trophy. Mage's Tower.
The Mage's Tower, once greatly admired by magicians as a bastion of wisdom. It now embodies all the fears Highland has of being conquered by the rebel forces which conspire against it.
Yes. Done.
And I think we'll be good enough to use this weapon for the whole run.
Filthy lucre.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart the router after this. We're gonna take an offline break. I'm gonna restart the router. It's psychotic how bad it's being right now.
The followers of Mornion, the spirit tells you which path will you take.
Okay, everything looks good.
You can access the laboratory in the upper levels of the tower by using
Oh, it's the Chimera. That's right. That's the boss. Like, who have we not fought? Chimera. And I thought the floor, like, fell in the last stage, but I think it's this one. The copy? Oh, that does heal. Over 30 seconds. There it goes again.
What?
Yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about the upcoming year. Honestly, the hardest part is just going to be not even doing the work. The hardest part is either accepting that we're still not good enough and we need, you know, grind more. And that's it, really. Maybe just the motivation, not getting burnt out. But I think you can manage burnout with not posting, I think. You're like, I'm just going to work at my own pace and I don't give a care. I think in like maybe
The frantic researcher seems to have abandoned his experimentation.
6 months' time, we'll know.
The contents of the beaker are shaking.
If not, maybe even more immediately.
The floorboards are creaking loudly. They feel as if you could put a hole through them at any moment.
Well, that reaches me. So I know we get a couple of those.
Floorboards are creaking loudly. They feel as if you could put a hole through them at any moment.
We're gonna be dead soon. I think this is our last shot. But I mean, he's done.
Chimera, unable to move around in such a confined space.
Right, that's the last level.
Curled up on its
The last one we needed.
The continued production of these
Wish we could use this to level up, but we're capped on normal.
You obtained the blue talisman. You obtained the purple talisman. You obtained the white talisman.
All right, what's our loot? A. Got a big S. Have to wait until next difficulty to use it. Oh, 2 S's. Strength, okay. That's also okay. That was like almost... Was that every level? I think it was every level except one. And I was kind of hoping to just do the 3 we needed. And that's it. Right, and luckily for y'all, I know where the last guy is. There's no more mystery or anything.
Welcome to my shop.
We're just gonna repair.
What would you like? Which one do you want?
Get another bag. I'm not turning in those quests. I was thinking about it. I don't know if they carry over into the next difficulty. I would imagine not. Right here. I don't know how I found that when I first played the game.
It's the rune you needed. The 3 special runes react with each other and connect to the illusionary
That was almost
land.
bad.
You step forth into the illusionary lands. The goddess's powers of resurrection.
And I'm pretty sure this is just the last guy.
are resonating in your palm. The fate of the world is literally in your hands. Go, seize the day.
Hey, he does way too much damage. But we kind of can't do like any more. We're kind of already like capped. I mean, obviously, you know, if there were more people, we'd be doing more damage. I was hoping that wasn't going to hit us. Not get so lucky. That's cheating.
The dragon's breath immolates everything. Take cover.
Cover. Ah, okay, it's for that. I thought it was for the other move. I knew we did a couple fire moves. Hello? Oh. Is there anything you can do about that? You have to Ganondorf these. Those actually do quite a lot. It was a little too early. Oh. Didn't realize you could hit him without having to jump. I mean, we have enough money to pay for a game over. We just lose some honor. How do you avoid that? Unfortunate, but I think we're good. I think we got him. Nope, never mind. We don't get to continue. Our options aren't great. And this is pretty good. Oh, demonic. I thought it said dragon. Dragonic. Can we do that? We're just gonna deck ourselves out. We don't need boots. Fire resist? I think we need that. These are still necklaces. Ignore armor chance. Okay. Damage to human foes. Critical hit. 4%. That was an S? Or S? No. Don't we have boots already? What's it we need? We're missing something. Oh, earring. Okay. I think we'll take that. Restore some of all... okay. Restore some of all allies' HP. Okay. I'm like, restore some of all allies so some people don't get a heal? That'd be pretty funny. An item that maybe heals you. Okay. Now we'll win. Please stop dropping frames, okay? I'm begging you. And the thing is, I don't even think we can do this, like...
You step forth into the
with any kind of buffs.
The goddess's powers of resurrection.
Oh, I know why these are here.
Reach you here.
It's for the mage and the sorcerers.
The talismans are resonating in your heart. The fate of the world is literally in your hands. Go, seize the day.
Also, just not doing this right away was kind of our problem as well. Thought we had to jump attack him the whole time. Ferris, thank you for the first time chat. Kind of coming in at the very last moment here. Also, we're still dropping frames. I begged you, OBS, not to do it. I maybe should have taken the perk to do more dodges. But I'm like, no, we're not really dodging that much. It would maybe be extremely helpful.
The dragon's breath immolates everything. Take cover.
Yeah, we are doing it solo. I was thinking about adding computer players. I maybe did it on accident early on. Because I know there's some kind of... like... pseudo drop-in, drop-out co-op this game has. And I maybe had that on, like, the first time we played. Like, I don't know, a year ago or longer. This playthrough's kind of... it's lasted a long time. It's gone through every era of the channel. Okay, you can't block the tornado. You would think that would make sense logically, like you can't block a tornado in real life. But like video game logic, you would think like I can block the wind. Maybe. That did not go the way I was hoping. Gonna be dead soon. Okay, we got one more shot. Let's go.
With a ground-shaking thud that parts the clouds, the ancient dragon falls. You have returned it to its eternal sleep. The immortal dragon slumbers.
And I know
once again.
on like subsequent difficulties,
Hero.
I
With
think the
your own
dragon is a
hands,
different color.
You have defeated a myth.
And I think one of the statues in the church also gets like restored. Oh wow.
The
Yeah, we're
dragon's
already capped.
crown lay near the ancient dragon. It was the cause of this incident, but you can, without the demons, this is just an ordinary crown. However, the minds of the people have ascribed great power to it.
I mean, I think if I had more dodges, it would be easy. But man, I have not fought that guy in probably close to 10 years. Why'd I do that? Well, we'll just take. We'll take. This one's not great. I guess that's it. Are we gonna get credits? Or do we have to go to somewhere to
You need
start a new
to
game?
offer the dragon's crown to the new queen, Vivian. The crown of the Elysian king fits her well. With the legendary crown, the royal scepter and orb, none can deny her rightful ascension to the throne. The dragon's crown will be a symbol of power, inspiring fear in the hearts of any who would threaten Highland.
Thank you for the follow, Chris. That's 200 follows again.
It
I
represents
think for the
fact
third
that
time.
warriors who defeated the mightiest
I would
foes
imagine some bots are
reside
gonna
in
get
Highland
deleted off the follow
and will
list
rise
soon.
to defend it from any
Actually, I think
threat.
Twitch posted something like not too long ago that like
Queen Vivian invites you to work at
a
the
couple
castle.
million accounts got
You
like
value
terminated
your
because they were
freedom,
just
so you
bot
politely
accounts.
decline. However, you vow to work for the queen whenever the need may arise. In turn, she blesses you.
Guys,
with royal favor
I
for
don't want to
life.
put Dragon's Crown down. I think we're gonna, well, obviously we're gonna swap to Sekiro. But I want to keep playing Dragon's Crown. I want Dragon's Crown
Many
to
soldiers
pop off.
turn and
It
salute.
seriously, watching
You have completed
Dungeon
a
Meshi,
legendary accomplishment.
I was taken like right back into this game, and I swear, like
Queen
they go
Vivian
hand in hand.
lead Highland well, reclaiming its past borders and
I think people are gonna be like, man, I wish there was like a. Hey, watch this happen on Twitter if it hasn't happened already. People are gonna say, I wish there was like a Dungeons and Dragons game where like you could cook the monsters that you beat, and people are gonna sleep on this game because it's locked to PlayStation. I was gonna say 3 and Vita, but I think online's turned off now for those, so technically PS4, PS5, and that's it.
Despite accomplishing enough for myriad
Sony, you gotta
lifetimes,
push this game.
Your story is just beginning. You suddenly remember the moment you left the village. You had just been acknowledged as a mature warrior. Long ago, In the wildlands, a carriage was waylaid by orcs. Only an infant survived. You. The Amazons raised you as their own. You came to Highland to discover your roots, but you had given up by the time the dragons...
I didn't even remember there were like character-specific endings.
While the citizens grant you a hero's welcome, an elderly noble couple look at you in stunned surprise. They will soon realize that you have the same eyes as their son, who died years ago in a remote land.
And one of the best games ever made. One of the best games ever made. Probably one of the most slept on games ever made. But yeah, I need to restart my router because we dropped 10,000 frames. Chris, I know you just popped in here and followed, but we're struggling. The stream was struggling to stay up. We're dropping frames again right now. I need to restart that router. And we'll be playing Sekiro. Oh, is there anything I want to say about Dragon's Crown? It's just good. Just a good game. And I really hope like it gets some attention. I'm expecting it. I'm expecting some big streamer's gonna play this game. Probably soon. Man, it's... This really just feels like the game you could play forever. And I wish it was like ported to more platforms, but it's so... I don't know, is it locked? It might be. I'd have to look into it on why it's only on Sony platforms. Because I know Muramasa was on the Wii, but I then ported to the Vita, and then never anywhere else. But Vanillaware's next games, 13 Sentinels, and the new one, Unicorn Chronicles, or whatever it's called. Unicorn something. I think that's multi-platform too. And I'll be keeping my eye on that next one, Unicorn Chronicles. I didn't play 13 Sentinels. I probably won't. Just because it seems more visual novel-y than actual gameplay. Like, every time I've seen that game, I've seen, you know, the story aspect, and then when it cuts to, like, the gameplay, like, it's one frame, and then I don't understand it. But I do have Odin Sphere. I did pick it up. Also, I apparently did buy the Bloodborne DLC, so I do have that. I looked into that while I was sick. I do own it, so we'll be doing Bloodborne again soon. Probably not immediately after Sekiro. I don't know, because when I was sick, I was like, you know, I was actually thinking, I'm like, okay, so after Sekiro, maybe we'll do Dark Souls 1. I reinstalled Dark Souls 1 and started playing it a little bit, and I'm like, I just want to play Elden Ring. Playing Dark Souls 1 just made me want to play Elden Ring. So we probably won't play Dark Souls 1. I'm like, can I really force myself to go up to Undead Burg and fight the gargoyles again for like the 12th time? No. Yeah, it looks like it's Atlas and Sega who were probably publishing this. I don't know why it never got ported over to anything. Must have been some deal with Sony as well. Still dropping frames. Sensational. Yeah, we gotta restart the router. Yeah, we probably won't get to Mario RPG today. That was like 2-ish hours. If we didn't have to do like every stage, probably would have been like an hour. But we did not get so lucky.
When you glance up at the goddess statue, you notice that the image of Althena has been made anew. When you touch it, the goddess's voice echoes in your... Althena praises you and reveals a shocking truth. The ancient dragon you defeated was not the only one that awakened. She wishes that you would also save Jula and Vernus. With the goddesses combined, they'd be able to seal the gate rune permanently, forever locking the ancient dragons in the... First, you must defeat the ancient dragon who has stolen... To accomplish this, you must gather 9 more talismans.
Okay, so it
Trials to claim these
just makes you do the B routes again.
These other ancient dragons have been awakened for much longer than the first. They will be far more for...
65 is the cap.